From being a diffident, small-town backbencher, fidgeting in the last bench of the classroom, to an international, globe-trotting researcher who has received awards from the US and the Indian governments, this is the story of my academic journey. I used to be a lazy, lackadaisical, nonchalant kind of student who could not care less about his grades, and I studied for such little time that my teachers and peers were astonished when they saw how high my grades were. And to be honest, I was a little shocked myself. But how did I do it? Well, the answer is simple. I followed a few science-backed, evidence-based techniques and strategies for learning and studying, which helped me not just memorize by rote and vomit answers in my answer sheets, but to really deeply learn my lessons, which have stayed with me even after all these decades. And in this video, I'm going to teach you some of these secret strategies. Number 1, the game changer, active recall. The single most powerful technique for learning deeply is active recall. Stop passively reading your textbooks and notes. That just creates an illusion of learning. Instead, try to close the book and actively recall what exactly you read in a particular paragraph or even a chapter. Turn bits of information into questions. Ask yourself those questions and try to answer them yourself. The struggle to remember is what builds and connects neural pathways. It's basically like a gym for your brain. Number 2, spaced repetition. Trying to cram all your lessons in the last minute before the exam by burning the midnight oil is a surefire way to a certain disaster. You forget almost everything. The antidote to which is the technique of spaced repetition, which simply means that you space out your learning. You return to what you have learned after an interval of a few hours, a few days, or a few weeks. This technique is a great way to consolidate what you have learned by embedding it deep into your memory. The third technique is also called the Feynman technique. The simple idea is that you understand something better when you explain it to another person. What I tried to do was learn my lessons and then try to explain it to my friends, my sister, my parents in a very simplified way. If you can break down complex structures and ideas into simple, easily digestible and interesting chunks of information, that is a great way to know you have learned your lesson well. And finally, the fourth technique that I have always followed all my life and keep prescribing to all my students is simply to love what you learn. Stop glorifying hustle culture and grinding 24/7. You're a student, you're a learner, you're a human being, not a machine or a humanoid. So stop glorifying burnouts. The foundation for smart study, I've realized over time, is self-care. I used to play football and cricket every evening for at least 2 to 2.5 hours, even on the nights before my board exams. The science here is simple. Physical exercise keeps your nervous system regulated and relaxed, enabling you to learn better and more efficiently when you finally do sit down to study. I also always prioritized 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, even the night before my exam, because sleep is when you really assimilate the information that you've taken in during the day. All-nighters, although they might look useful from the outside, are actually actively harmful and stress-inducing. Treat your body right and your brain will thank you later. So a quick recap of all the strategies that I've walked you through today. Use active recall by quizzing yourself. Learn deeply with spaced repetition. Simplify topics with the Feynman technique by explaining what you've learned to others. And always prioritize self-care and health. You're not unintelligent if you don't score high marks yet. You just have not cracked the code yet. You only need the right strategy. If this video helps you, please like and subscribe to my channel. I keep coming up with new videos of strategies and techniques that worked for me. Let me know in the comments if you've used any of these techniques before or if you plan to use any of them in the future. You've got this. Best of luck. I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.